From all indications, the cattle markets are still volatile as we begin to wind up the month of January. Case in point is the surprise in the recent cattle on feed report. Brian Williams has some analysis of what the latest numbers from the beef sector and the cattle on feed report mean. The placement into feedlots number, that was a little bit larger than the trade expected?
Yeah, they were coming into the report, they were expecting placements to be down a little over 5%, but when the numbers came in, they were only down about 0.8%.
So it sounds like that was indeed kind of a surprise to the trade.
It was a big surprise to a lot of the analysts. The number actually came in 2% below even the lowest or even the highest analyst expectation. But really, when you look at it, it's not all that surprising because we'd been talking about for a while that producers were keeping those cattle on pasture, and then looking at December, we saw a spike in the prices. So it looks like a lot of producers just decided to unload those cattle that they'd been hanging on to for a while, and that showed up in the placements number.
Well, let me ask you about the marketings figure. It seems like that was kind of the other way around. The pre-report guesses were looking for some larger numbers.
Yeah, they were looking for about 1.9% increase in marketings, and we ended up with only a 1.2% increase. So it was a little bit lower than expected, but still not too far off.
All right, and total number of cattle on feed, how did that stack up?
Total on feed, we were down about 0.5%. And what we're expecting was to be down about 1.2%.
Now, the same day that those numbers came out, we had the cold storage report come out, and I understand the beef volume was pretty high, the amount of beef in cold storage.
Yeah, we have 16% more beef in cold storage right now than we did a year ago. What we are seeing, though, is a trend of we did have a lot more than that in cold storage, and we're seeing we're eating into some of that storage. So it's while we're higher than a year ago, it's still not necessarily a bad thing.
And final question, would you say that this amount of beef that's in cold storage, is that largely due in part to the high retail prices of beef?
I think it is, not necessarily the retail prices we're seeing now, but the retail prices we saw over the summer and through much of 2015, that really caused those stocks to pile up. And now we're starting to eat into those stocks as those retail prices have come down just a little bit.